Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon. And today, once again, we gapped up, and I think the idea was all the sharks in the system need to get trapped and stay trapped. And there's not even the slightest of retracement to let people get out there. Like if you hold your shot, you're going to really, really bleed. Now, once again, into the gap up, obviously, all my calls started bleeding, and relatively all my positions had a negative delta. So that did not work out so well. But I took advantage of the fact that there was a slight IV spike. I kept my position very small and benefited a little bit from the cool off in call side IV despite the continued up move. And yeah, at that point, I just took an exit. It was probably in the life of the trade, it was like 35-40 minutes. And I made some adjustments that I think people will find very useful. So this is one of those videos which is very little about intraday and more to do with like positional adjustments, because a move like this, a range break, can really throw trades off. And there are two ways of dealing with it. One, not adding additional capital and just rolling forward certain positions and essentially trading time for profitability. The other one is to kind of overpower the trade a little bit and make some changes to it. I mean, ideally with not too much additional capital, to be able to come out of it profitably in the same time frame that was initially thought of. So that being the case, I hope you find this useful, and I will catch you tomorrow for the expiry. The reason I didn't continue trading beyond 10 o'clock today is this is uncharted territory. I'd much rather let whatever jitters have to play out. And yeah, I will catch you tomorrow for the expiry. Take care. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I've just entered my position. The time is 9:31, and I've kept my position sizing a little low, simply because voting prices are super high and I don't want to overly leverage my position. I have taken 250 points triangle with a slightly negative bias, one can say. And the idea is that we might continue to honestly do anything at this point. So, but that being said, tomorrow is expiry, and today being a Wednesday should offer quite a good fall off in OTM premiums if we continue to consolidate in a 50 to even 100 point range. So we'll keep you posted. Time is 9:32. I have a slight cold, so in case my voice is a little inaudible, I apologize. We'll keep you posted. My idea is that I will actually wait for this to expand to something like 32, 33 before then either taking additional put side trade or rolling away the calls. I'll not wait longer than that because that might be too late. Also, my open Nifty position has an upper break even, which has already been breached, which is why I will have to sort of manage that position with the intraday position. We'll keep you posted. Time is 9:32, and so far it's been a very, very strong opening and a lot of strength coming from Reliance. Yeah, IT is gap up and flattish. Bank Nifty as well, gap up and flattish, but Reliance extremely strong. Kept my position sizing also low by not leveraging in order to just avoid getting burnt if there is some kind of even more continued up move or a rejection from these levels, and keep you posted. Okay, so this is how my HDFC position is looking. It is like now all over the place. So this is the adjustment that I'm making. I'll be one adding in the money put sell to neutralize the fact that my in the money call might continue to bleed. So making it an inverted triangle, and to increase the theta value of this essentially into the higher IV that is currently there, I will be selling the 2650 short straddle 2 lots. Now this will give me once again a break even on the position of 2537 and 2742, which is a good range with quite a while to go. And I'll see later how to manage in case it starts bleeding once again in any direction. Okay, so let me show you how this looks. So currently, despite the up move, Nifty is in a profit, even though in the morning we had a breach, mostly because the intraday has compensated for whatever upside damage was being done. And Bank Nifty as well, still in the green with now risk on the upside. So we'll wait and see towards the end if any adjustments to be done there. This HDFC, which is really bleeding, because I have shares which are deeply benefiting on the upside due to this up move, but my call is definitely bleeding. It's been a little bit all over the place, but now it looks like this. So I restructured my entire trade. And yes, this did take addition of capital, but into such kind of large moves, this is why you keep capital open and you don't really commit all your capital at the beginning, because then it means that you have a lot of money that you can use to manage the position. So anyhow, the IV spike definitely is a good thing, means that you get better premiums, and yeah, we'll keep you posted on how this trade continues to be. This is why I like to sort of wait yeah, until there is an IV spike, generally to enter larger sizing of positions, because at least it means that you are getting better pricing. So this ICICI Bank covered call is at risk. I covered this call 1:1 in shares, but it still remains out of the money. I will wait at the end of the day and probably take in good side credit on this as well as Larsen. I'll keep you posted. Time is 9:50 and so far we are holding the same range. And yeah, whatever IV spike based fear on the call side was there, that has fallen off and that has benefited the position a little bit. Okay, one more adjustment that I will make in my bank Nifty position. I will wait and see if 35,700 is breached. Now, if 35,700 is breached, I have this adjustment ready to go. This is my current bank Nifty position. It is actually in a profit despite the weekly calls going deep in the money. And the adjustment I will be making is creating 10 lots of broken butterflies at 35,800. What this will do is this will be a heavily bullish position to add, which has a fixed profit on the upside and a fixed loss on the downside, and that will move my break even almost to 35,900 without taking on too much downside risk on a reversal, because it is already fixed loss position. So I'll show you how that position looks actually. So this is how the position would be. So in case we have a continued up move, it will profit. We have a down move, it will make a loss, and it's almost in a 1:1 and a little bit of a lottery situation here. But that's the plan. We will wait and see the test and make this change. I might actually do 5 lots now and then add another 5 lots if we break 35.7. Okay, so the intraday position has paid up quite well, close to 8 rupees. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut out of it, mostly because Nifty is an uncharted territories and I don't need to get my trades in right now. And then I'm going to create enough theta around my existing Nifty position to carry overnight in order to benefit from the overnight Nifty. So with the new 2800 limit, I am going to have to in January place many more orders and double Euro's revenue. What I'm doing now is I'm more or less balancing my delta on the bank Nifty position and making it this to some extent at least, keeping relatively still a downside bias, but I would rather do that than get burnt by massive reversal. Okay, so I've exited the intraday position and I booked around 115. Now the remainder of my Nifty position will be bleeding. So I'm making this adjustment, which is basically adding, okay, let me show you how it looks. This is how my position looks, right? And it's beyond the break even, and after removing the intraday trade, we'll actually be making a 72,000 loss. Now by adding this, it is a combination of broken wing butterflies as well as strangle, as well as an at the money straddle, in order to benefit from the fact that there's only 1 day left for expiry and I need to sort of profit in this range. This gives me a break even of 16,350 on the upside and 16,150 on the downside, which is good enough considering I'm currently in a deep negative. Any further changes I make to this during the day, I will post on Twitter. I'm gonna call it a day now. So that's been the summary of the day. About intraday book 1,15,000 and a bunch of adjustments, really useful adjustments. I think stuff like this people will actually take away from. Now, if somebody wants to know how I came up with that, very simple. I added broken wing butterflies, and because after adding broken wing butterflies, essentially my payoff curve will be, because I'm now technically starting from a negative point. Whatever profit was there in my position, I've already booked it. So I want to add a little bit more time decay value. So I've added strangles and straddles at the money, centering delta neutral to where it is, which means like centering from where the spot is. So I did straddles and strangles to add more time decay value to it. And to protect the upside against my already deep in the money calls, I've added a broken wing butterfly, and I've gone over the same broken wing butterfly for bank nifty so people can make sense of that. Okay, one last adjustment I had to make was basically selling an in the money bank nifty straddle and also um, at the money. What this does is this moves my break even on the bank nifty to this. So it was previously where my upper break even was actually 36,000. What I've done is I've reshaped my break evens to 35,500 and 36,200. This gives me much more room to work with. And from here, if we still continue to bleed on the upside, then I will just roll forward my entire position. I don't plan to fight it in this expiry. The continued up move on bank nifty start to now make the bank nifty position one. So it's about down 40k. So these are the adjustments I've made. I'll keep you posted on Twitter. Most likely this will be the last clip. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good trading day. I will catch you tomorrow for the expiry. Take care.
Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. To find us on Twitter, Telegram and Facebook, use the username NiftyBN. Also, we post some of our trades to the community tab. So do not forget to check that from time to time.